The national champion is clad in big orange.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the ball game. The national champion is clad in big orange.
At Summit and Destiny have met 7 times before. Tonight is number 8.
Tennessee Volunteers have wrapped up an SEC outright regular season title. Connect.
The SEC runs through Rocky Top. Tennessee wins the SEC regular season crown for the 2nd consecutive season.
The 1-0. In the air. Right center field. Rock's on the move. Rock get there. Tennessee walks it off. It's a misstep. Deep three. Come on now. And don't connect. Probably trying this time. Indeed. But new hand there. Down the middle. Got it. On the fly. It's high and again. And he's going to take it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Hey, how much fun is this?
Man, Rocky Top, this is college football at its absolute best.
It's still college athletics at its absolute best. It is 8 o'clock on a Thursday night, which means it is time for another episode of the Fanatics Show. We appreciate each and every single one of you that tune in, listen to us live, or during the week, whatever suits you the best. It is Skylar, my co-host Michael. How are we doing after a Vols lose Thursday?
So as far as the game itself goes, obviously not too good. None of Vol Nation is feeling very good about it. But as far as the week itself goes, it's been a pretty dang good week. Cannot complain, 6 feet above ground, which is, all you can ask for. Everything is going good here. How about yourself, man?
Man, I think you hit the nail on the head, man. I mean, what a blessed position we are in that we get to still come on here and talk about ball. Regardless if it's win or loss, there's bigger things in life, but not to some of us that listen to this show, right? So, no, man, we got lots to talk about and lots to discuss, a lot of chirping around Vol Nation. And we will definitely get to all of that tonight. But before we get any further, I would like to let you guys know who our premier sponsor is, and that is Chris Smith Insurance. As a homeowner, Chris Smith was once let down by an insurance company. So he started his own agency where instead of feeling like a big company is fighting against you, you'll know that your agent is fighting for you. All insurance is not equal. Trust the Chris Smith Insurance today. Give him a call at 865-272-3387 right here in Oak Ridge. Again, something that just sets Chris apart so much more from the rest is, Chris is not just going to find you the cheapest rates and the cheapest or the covers that just is best for the budget, right? Like everybody is going to do that to some extent. But what he's also going to do is make sure that you're covered properly. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to hear you paying for insurance for 5, 10, 15 years, and then you have that chance to finally use it because of some unfortunate situations, and then you're not covered for something. Chris Smith really makes sure that there's no gaps in the coverage. Make sure you're properly covered. That way you do not have those unexpected surprises. Chris, we appreciate you and your continued support of the channel. Michael, what do we got? What's the rundown looking like for tonight's show? Obviously, we got to recap what happened last week, but what's coming up after that?
Man, sorry about this. I was on the wrong thing. Now I'll take the overlay off.
Right on.
But tonight, of course, we're doing the recap of that Oklahoma game from last week. Even though we don't want to, we've got to. We got to talk through it. Segment 2, we're going to give our mid-season, I guess, our 2/3 of the way season position grades. And while we're doing that, kind of talk through and have a little therapy session, kind of like we like to do sometimes. We got to do this as Vols fans. Unfortunately, it's that battered Vols syndrome. We got to talk through some things. So we're going to do that in segment 2. And in segment 3, it is the world famous pick segment, our favorite segment of the show. And then we bring on Jake Arnold again, continuing his trend of 1 week we're having a good week, next week having a bit of a down week, just on that roller coaster ride. But hopefully this week he's got some good picks for us.
That's right.
All right, so let's just get right into all of this. And before we do that, I do want to give you our segment one sponsor, which is Optimal Asbestos Services. And Optimal Asbestos Services offers detailed asbestos inspections and air quality assessments. Whether you're looking to secure your home or workplace, you can trust Optimal Asbestos Services to deliver thorough and reliable solutions. Contact Jeff Mull at 865-223-3297 for your consultation today, or go on the web at optimalasbestosservices.com. Tennessee and Oklahoma. Pulling up the graphic right now for us. Tennessee drops the game 33-27 at home. Skylar, initial thoughts.
Yeah, initial thoughts is wow. Wasn't totally shot. Look, I don't know how to want to say this because I mean, if y'all watched the show live last week, y'all know how hard it was for me to actually pick Tennessee in this game because I did have doubts going into this game. But it's just funny how we lost it. I kind of assumed that the defense would lose it for us, and it's the exact opposite. We'll get into it, but before that, we got some folks in the chat. We got Tennessee Football 247 saying, "Man, look, everybody's got to stop hating on Josh. Like, we're better than this, Vol Nation. It's only 10% of Vol fans, but come on, go Vols." And I agree with that 100%. Like, at the end of the day, especially with how he's been able to manage the roster this year, it's kind of insane that we've even had a chance to be in the conversation. So yeah, kudos to Josh. I don't think he's going anywhere. And Tennessee fans are going to be Tennessee. Those fans are going to be those fans, no matter what team it is. Seven-Toed Skeet says, "MIZ, please tell me that y'all are going to make me happier later in the show. I haven't had the best week here." Possibly. I think he's alluding to a pick coming up later. Who does MIZ play this week?
They play undefeated Texas A&M.
Probably not going to make your day. We appreciate you, Seven Toes Ski, for being in here. And Matt saying, "I know a lot of hardcore Vol fans, and none of them want happen." No. And this is it, right? Nobody that truly cares for the Vols and actually remember what it's like not even 6 years ago. Yeah, dude, like Vols fans, most of them want Heupel to stay. And I got a hot take on the whole Heupel shenanigan, but like I don't even feel like he's really been able to have his full team yet. And I know that sounds crazy. Yeah. He's in year 5. We're supposed to have that. But think about everything that's changed and all the circumstances that's had to come up. I still don't even feel like we've been able to have like Josh's full team. Like we were supposed to be riding Nico, and obviously that all transpired. But like overall, I'm super happy with the fact that we've had a new quarterback the last 4 seasons in a row, right? Or 3 seasons. No, it was Hendon Hooker in 22. Joe Milton.
It was Joe Milton.
Yeah. And then
Nico.
It was Nico, and now we got Joey. So in the last 4 years, you've had 4 different starting quarterbacks. So I would just love for Josh to maybe get the same quarterback twice. And, I don't know. But Christian Walzak tuning in, big Gator fan. He says, "I'm down bad." Man, y'all covered if you want the credit for that kneel down at the 1-yard line. Rhonda, Dooley, Jones, Pruitt, G's. Come on. Hype is golden. I do think Hype has his mistakes, but who doesn't? We're human. But I do.
And we're going to talk through some of that stuff tonight.
Oh, yeah. But back to the game here. My initial thoughts. Wow, the defense looks so good for the offense to absolutely crap on it. And I know y'all are going to look at the box score, and y'all be like, "What are you talking about?" Joey, yeah, he had several turnovers, but he still had nearly 400 yards and 4 tutties or 3 tutties. Deshaun Bishop, quiet. Braylon Staley and Mike Matthews had days. All right. But overall, the offense looking desperate in the first half, I think is what cost us this game. We were either in the lead or only down by a point or 3 points in the first half. And yet I felt like our offense was operating as if we were down by 21. That's a problem.
And I feel like it's been like that for several weeks now. Yep. I'm just being honest there. And I'll get into more of my thoughts on that once we get to our position grades, because I've got a lot of thoughts on some position groups that I feel like have performed better than what the play calling and what the actual results on the field have looked like. And you might end up being kind of surprised with the way I have some of these rankings whenever we get there. But
did you notice a certain player that never played a defensive snap on the field? I know we're late to a lot of this news, but
I did.
What are your thoughts on that?
I'm going to be kind of harsh here. sayonara. Sayonara,
See
Boo
you
Carter.
later.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm at.
So it's hard for me to say something like that because I don't even know why. Like, obviously, we're alluding to Boo Carter here, guys, if y'all didn't know this, but Boo Carter did not play a single defensive snap. And the returns that he was in on, he fair caught every single one of them. So, and there was plenty of catch. I think there was 2 or 3 that I'm like, oh, this is returnable. And he'd like wave it before the ball was even or in the air. And I was just like, what are we doing? But
So
I think a lot of people agree with you on that take.
I've got a thought
including
on the reason why on the reason why he did not get a lot of snaps or why he got 0 defensive snaps.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Kentucky game.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the play where let's just be honest, he got beat right off the line.
He got beat.
And then
he didn't run through the he gave up, right?
Yes. I 100% think he could have caught that receiver and got him down at the
he's one of the fastest
5-yard line.
Yeah.
Yes. 100% think he could have gotten him down before he scored a touchdown. Now, would Kentucky have eventually scored a touchdown that drive? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
But it was more of a talented player that got probably embarrassed by getting beat like that, and then he had that give up mentality. Like, okay, well, he beat me.
It was that was, to me, that seems like the final nail in the coffin of, all right, we're just not going to play you because you're not coming out there with effort. But this has been going on for a while. This goes all the way back to the preseason.
Not going to say that the defense looked kind of better.
I 100% agree. I agree because look, all right. I'm just going to go ahead and give my thoughts on Boo Carter.
Go ahead. Let's go.
Then we'll go back to the game.
I tried to pry this box open. I know you wanted to talk about it, so let's go.
Boo Carter is a talented athlete.
I think he could be one of the talented.
Yes, one of the most talented athletes on the field at any given time that has no football smarts whatsoever. He knows how to be around the ball, and if he's coming downhill, he is a ball hawk. He absolutely is a ball hawk.
To add to that, he's also one of the very few players you have on the defense that's kind of got that dog mentality, right?
Yes, 100%. But he has 0 football smarts.
Yeah.
He does not know how to read a defense. He does not know coverages, anything like that. And to have somebody like that on your team, it really makes the team as a whole kind of take a step back because if he is ever out of position, which honestly is a lot. It is a lot. It puts the rest of the defense in a bad position. Now, is that the entire problem on the defense? Absolutely not. There's other problems there. That's a big problem. And I think that the coaching staff has finally had enough of it, which is why we saw him have 0 defensive snaps against Oklahoma. And I 100% applaud the coaching staff for that decision. And I will honestly, like I said, this is harsh, but I could care less if he saw another defensive snap the rest of the season.
Right on. I mean, I don't disagree with you. I just, again, I have a hard time going to the extreme takes and whatnot and putting all my eggs in a basket when I don't even know why. I understand we seen the play in Kentucky, but like, I don't know. Like, I definitely think I would be okay with Boo being dismissed from the team solely because I feel like he's always in the headlines for the wrong reasons. And so just get rid of the drama, man. Like if he would just cut it out and just go play ball, like at the end of the day, I know kids at the end of the day just want to play ball. And I almost feel like he doesn't. Like I almost feel like he's out there for causing trouble, I guess is the best way to put it. But I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I think the coaching staff's really trying to make a point there. And I think the point was received across Vol Nation.
And then one more thing on this before we move on. I've got a take that I don't believe it's so hot because I have seen other people bring it out. I think that Boo is Nico 2.0 as far as his parent is trying to control his life and control the narrative of all that stuff. And we don't need any more of that around.
Yeah.
So.
No, Christian says his name is sick, though. Yeah, man. And what's cool is, like, no matter how bad it got, when he was back there receiving punts, everybody in Neyland was booing. I mean, like, and not like a bad, like, it's just his name, right? Like, kind of like
Brew. Kind of like the Brew, yes.
Yep, the Brew thing. So, like, it was kind of, as a player and a guy that even admitted he wanted to come to Tennessee so that the fans would do that, because when he visited, he noticed the fans doing that with Brew. So he was like, yeah, I want to come to Tennessee because I want them to chant my name like that. And then for him to just kind of like throw it away, I don't know. I think a player like Boo, he lost focus on what's really important, and it's going to cost him. Now, Rhonda comes in here with a great question and said, hey, look, he's hurt himself here at Tennessee, but like, if he were to transfer, what team goes and gets him after this? Now,
I honestly think there's a lot of good teams that would.
There's a great, and I think a lot of teams see his talent.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is.
But coaches talk behind the scenes.
Yes, 100%. But I do think that you're going to have good teams out there that see his talent and say, I can coach him.
Yep.
And I think you're going to see a lot of any team that does take a chance on him is going to be severely disappointed at that point, because I don't think he's coachable. I don't think he has the football knowledge to be able to be an elite player for any team.
There was literally 22 other players on the field Saturday. So let's pivot this conversation and just talk about how abysmal the offense was in general. First half, wow. You go down and you score to start the game. And I'm like, oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now, obviously, you got a lot of help because the way this game started, Oklahoma got Tennessee.
Yep.
And I'm about to explain what I mean by that. If y'all recall, and I so vaguely recall this because me and my dad, I'm telling you, we're football gurus. And I even told Dad, I said, Dad, I could see Tennessee starting this game on offense, maybe getting stopped, but I kind of thought we were going to be on defense first. I said, Dad, I could really see Tennessee getting like 2 negative plays in a row, putting Oklahoma in a 3rd and long, and then something stupid happens, like, I don't know, the quarterback runs for a first down, which happened later in the game, or a pass interference gives them an automatic first down, and then they proceed on this 10, 11, 12 play drive for a touchdown to open up the game, and it's really going to take Neyland out of it. Oklahoma literally did that. I mean, Oklahoma, right, got us to a 3rd and like 19 or something on the first 2 plays of the game. And then lo and behold, and it was a clear call. I mean, they pulled Kitzelman on an out route and pass interference. We get the first down, and then we made them pay for it. That moment when that happened, I was like, holy crap, like Oklahoma just got Tennessee'd, and that might be the break we need to go and actually run away with this thing. And boy, why should I even have thought of that? I don't even know. But obviously, things really took a turn when Tennessee couldn't finish drives after that.
I was going to say, you thought of that because that's exactly what should have happened.
Yes.
Because, going through the first quarter, obviously, like you said, that happened.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Rhonda
fair
coming in here.
there.
I don't know if she's throwing shade or no, I'm joking.
Yeah. But, that play happened or that drive happened in the first quarter where, like you said, Oklahoma got Tennessee, and they did. Then from there, Tennessee, they don't quite get a 3 and out. Oklahoma picks up a first down. Enough. But then from there, Tennessee's defense stopped them. Tennessee's next drive, they start moving the ball down the field.
Yep.
They get down into Oklahoma territory, and then that's where the
freshman makes a freshman mistake.
Yes.
David Sanders, welcome to the show.
Yeah. And credit to Oklahoma's defense. I believe it was a good disguise on the defensive line. Sanders didn't know exactly who he needed to go after. Whiffed the block and strip 6. What about R. Mason Thomas, by the way? Just basically stiff-arming Miles Kitzelman 20 yards down the field.
I'll give R. Mason Thomas some credit because that's an insanely great play. But where in the HE double hockey sticks is our effort at on that play from the rest of the team?
I agree.
How is somebody being stiff armed for 20 yards and you're telling me nobody else can catch the guy?
Exactly. Yes.
There's absolutely no way. There is no excuse on why he didn't get chased down from behind on that play. The dude rolled his ankle and was able to limp in, but because everybody else gave up on the play, he was still able to walk in. That type of play, and we talk about giving up on like Boo Carter and the play against Kentucky. It was that play, like the quit in this team, man. That boiled my blood, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch in person too.
But then Tennessee did exactly what they needed to do when they got the ball back. They took the ball and went right down the field once again. Got down to the Oklahoma 22-yard line. The review on that play, well,
there was nothing to review. I mean,
no.
he didn't step out. It was not clear. And now I will say this: if we want to talk about that play, it's not reviewable. But that dude was hella offsides. But can't change that. It is what it is. Joey Aguilar, if he's got to hold the ball. Like, it was not even a blind side hit. Like, I don't know. Just got to do better.
Yeah. But once again, Tennessee did exactly what they needed to do. They start driving down the field, get down to the Oklahoma 22-yard line, and get behind the sticks. Another sack on second down, third down and 20 at that point, and you settle for a field goal.
That I'm pretty sure you missed.
No, you made that one.
You made the first one. That's right.
Yeah, made that one for 45 yards.
Got up 10-7. But even me in the stands, I'm like, you can't settle for field goals.
Yep, 100%. Then Oklahoma's next drive. They start to go down the field a little bit. They get to their own 45-yard line, so almost to midfield, and then your defense gets a stop. Did exactly what you needed to do. Tennessee gets the ball back, and then going into the second quarter, sorry, I'm pulling up the drive now. This is where Joey Aguilar's – or no, I'm sorry. This was the drive where you went down the field again, and then that's where you have Max Gilbert's miss. And it was close. It was, but it was a clear miss. Just hooked it.
Just can't miss.
No, cannot miss. Inside 40 yards, that's where we have an issue. Anything outside 40, I can give you a pass. Should he make it because he's got the range? Absolutely. But inside 40, you got to be automatic. And that one from 37 yards, no good. Oklahoma takes it, starts going down the field. And once again, Tennessee does a great job of forcing Oklahoma into a field goal. By the way, say what you want about the uniform for the Oklahoma kicker. Dude made 3 50-plus yard field goals.
He won the game.
He did. 100%.
I mean, there was I think it was a second or third kick where Tennessee had sacked Oklahoma to take them back to like a 51 or 55-yard field goal. And Tennessee's feeling good. In fact, I don't even think Josh Heupel called a timeout or anything because he knew that hey, like we just pushed him outside of field goal range, and lo and behold, and like 2 of his kicks, I mean by a yard, dude. Like it was crazy.
Literally.
How I don't know. It's just it was insane. Kudos to that kicker, man. They talk about stepping up in a big way. That's how you get the crowd out of it. That's how you really drain the defense when they think they got to stop, and you still get points out of it.
Yeah, 100%. So Tennessee gets the ball back, and once again moves right down the field. You can say all you want about the Tennessee offense not looking good. They moved the ball the entire game on Oklahoma, but they made the mistakes. This was the drive where Joey Aguilar I don't know if he didn't see the safety or if he didn't look the safety off good enough. Safety comes over and makes a fantastic interception in front of Braylon Staley, I believe it was.
But that was a Joey Aguilar absolute mistake. He did not see the safety, and he even threw like a confident ball, and you can kind of tell the difference. And sure enough, yes, you're right. Safety made a great grab, and I think he caught it, intercepted it like the 3, so it hurt that much worse because it's like, oh, great. And then he returned it like 50 yards.
Because that was going to be a touchdown. Like it was a perfectly placed ball for Joey Aguilar, in my opinion. It was just the Oklahoma defender was in the perfect spot and made the correct play, undercut the route, and got the interception there. So this time Oklahoma starts going down the field, and then once again Tennessee gets a stop.
Again.
But a 51-yard field goal from Oklahoma's kicker.
Can't really blame the defense because all they had to do was get like 10 yards to make that field goal. I mean, like it's not like Oklahoma went on a big drive. It was pretty much they intercepted it. I think they picked up 1 first down, and your defense gets a stop.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. I mean, obviously gave up points, but
yeah. And then Tennessee right back down the field again. I'm sorry. This one, they started moving the ball a little bit, got a first down, and then
no, this was absolute desperation, and I blame Joey Aguilar 100%. I mean, you're the one that threw the ball, man. But this is where I really started questioning Joey Housley, because this is why is your offense operating like you're down by 21? I don't know. And secondly, why are we not just taking what the defense is giving us? To give Oklahoma some credit, even though their offense wasn't doing that well, They were doing a great job of just taking what our defense was giving them. And Oklahoma's defense wasn't hard to figure out. They were blitzing 5 to 6 players a play and then running cover 3 like the entire night. Yep. They were begging you to throw a flat route all night long. And we just wouldn't take it. We wouldn't take it. Not at all. It was we were throwing it deep or throwing interceptions. I mean, it was, I don't know. It was very frustrating. Aguilar, this one was the one I think he threw off the back foot because he was being pressured and just kind of threw it up. And the moment the ball left his hands, I was like, are we throwing the game right now? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And sure enough, intercepted. And again, with less than a minute to go in the half, they return it all the way back to their side of the field. And that was when I knew we were losing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Go in halftime down 16-10. Coming out for the
felt
third
like
quarter.
You were down by 30. Yep.
It did. Coming out for the third quarter, of course, Oklahoma gets the ball first, and they start driving. Tennessee, once again, a great job of getting a stop. Then you have Tennessee starting to drive down the field. Then you have the fantastic play by Braylon Staley catching that ball, breaking the tackle, and going 54 yards down the field.
On the third down, that was huge.
Yes, huge play. 3rd down and 8. I mean, the pass only went 2 or 3
Yeah, he would have been short. Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
But Oklahoma not wrapping up, and we made them pay, which was refreshing to see.
Yep. Then you have Oklahoma. This is where Oklahoma's offense took over.
But you knew it was going to happen. Like, there's no way your defense could have kept playing at that level, right?
You knew it was going to. And they did it by running the ball.
Yep.
And really running the ball with John Mateer. He opened up everything.
Yeah, he sure did.
They went right down the field. I don't even know.
That 3rd and 16. It was the 3rd and 16.
This was the 3rd and 16.
Yeah, because the defense did their job for the most part, got him to a 3rd and 16, and then gave up the John Mateer rush for like 18 yards on 3rd and 16, and that one hurt a lot.
Yeah, but then credit to the defense once again because they got down there 1st and 10 on Tennessee's 24-yard line and get a fumble that Idris Farouk recovers.
Yep.
So you get the ball right back to your offense, who then proceeds to go 3 and out.
Yep. Back to our originally scheduled show.
Yep.
We really snapped back into our old team, just like that.
Yep. Then Oklahoma gets it and takes it right down the field, scores a touchdown, and this was the point where they took the lead for good. They did not give it back at that point. Tennessee, once again, 3 and out. Oklahoma takes the ball, and I believe going into the 4th quarter, went down and field goal. Tennessee gets a stop. Field goal. 55 yards. Yep. 2nd one of the game from that distance.
And that's what really hurt because I think that's what put it up by like 2 possessions or something.
26-17 at that point. And then Tennessee's offense decides to get in gear until they turn it over on downs. 4th and 1 at the 37-yard line.
Not a play call issue. That is not a play call issue. That is just an execution issue.
100%. Now, I do kind of have a disagreement with that play call because I feel like you should have run it there. But then again, the way that you'd been running the ball the entire game, I don't
agree with that. I think it was a great play call. You just got to turn around and catch the ball. Like, I don't know.
Yep.
Rhonda says any possibility the top teams could lose 3 games. Now, I don't know if she means like a 3-loss team getting in the playoff, but here's my truthful answer. I do think you see a 3-loss team in the playoff, but it ain't going to be the Vols.
I think I agree with you on that.
Unfortunately.
Then after that, Oklahoma gets the ball back, ends up, I believe they turned it over on down. No, this was one where Edwin Spillman intercepted it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Get down there and
finally get the turnovers. It was a great interception because it was kind of like a moment of like, what happened to the ball? And then you see Spillman just kind of turn around and take off running. And it was like, oh, shoot. And he kind of had that glimpse of hope. And,
Tennessee drives down the field, scores a touchdown, a little bit of clock mismanagement once again, but what's new?
Had to score before the 2-minute warning.
Yes, 100%, and you did not do it. So you end up scoring a touchdown, going down 26-24. Now, this is where you and I had a disagreement here.
Oh, 100%. And I still will have that disagreement with you.
I say that Tennessee should not have gone for the onside kick here.
If they had scored before the 2-minute warning, I would agree with you.
And you bring up a great point with that because Tennessee had used a timeout there before scoring that touchdown. So I do agree with you, but you still had 2 timeouts at that point.
You did. You were going to get the ball back, right? Like
yes, you were going to get the ball back 100% as long as you could stop Oklahoma.
Stop them,
that's a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, you did, sort of.
You go for the onside kick, and you don't get it.
Nope.
But then the very first play.
And on a play that they're running the ball.
Yes, you know they're running the ball.
Yeah, I mean that triggered me too because not only was it a run, but it was a run right down the middle.
Let me tell you exactly what I did when I saw him bust through the hole untouched and go down the field. I assumed that he scored. I went to my bedroom. I grabbed my hoodie. I went outside and I fed my dogs and let them out because I just knew that the game was over. I come back in and realized, oh, Tennessee's got the ball again. So I guess he went down at the 1 yard line and then next play he scored something like that.
Yeah,
I don't
next
know.
play they scored because it was 2 possession, right? Like it's like okay, whatever. And I think the way they did, I don't know why, but they could have kneeled it. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't. But either way, yeah, I think the whole like stopping at the 1 yard line, we've seen it in like 2 different situations or 2 different games, like Georgia doing it. It just doesn't make sense when it's a 2 possession thing. Like, I don't know. But yeah, that one hurt. You knew they were running the ball, and you still let that happen. But hey, overall, it is what it is. I love that the team, the team kept fighting. I'll give them that. But it bothered me that, in my opinion, even in the garbage time, Oklahoma's defense really didn't change. You just finally started hitting the flat. You finally started feeding the running back out of the backfield. You finally started hitting the 5 yard in routes that were there the entire game, the slant routes that were there the entire game. But you waited until the last 4 minutes of the game that bothered me. And for everybody that's out here trying to fire Tim Banks, trying to fire Josh Heupel, the person you need to be talking about is Joey Halzle because this offense has looked dramatically different since he became the offense coordinator. Now, we can all sit here and argue that Josh Heupel is the offense coordinator. That I'll grant you that. But you know just as much as I know that offense looked different. That offense looked different. Yep. And I understand that they're number 1 in the country. And, well, not really, not anymore. And points per game and yards per game and all that. Yada, yada, yada. But, like, no. Joey Halzle went from one of his best called games against Kentucky to literally one of his worst called games against Oklahoma because they just would not adjust. That's frustrating. You got to learn how to coach. I understand you got a system and you got to execute and all that, but when it's not executing, you got to adjust. And that is something that I feel like we are just unable to do in this offense with that coach.
Yeah. I can't say I disagree with you on that one. Ultimately, I'm going to die on this hill for the rest of the season. Tennessee has yet to lose a game, Tennessee has yet to be beat by an opponent this year.
That is
Tennessee has beaten themselves in all 3 games this year. Now, do I think Bama still probably would have beaten Tennessee even if Tennessee didn't have the mistakes they did? I do. I think that Alabama could have. But I still say that the way the games turned out, Tennessee has beaten themselves in all 3 games. No opponent has beaten Tennessee so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you got to play the game. So
yeah, 100%. But do you have anything else on this game? I feel like we've beaten a dead horse.
It just bothers me that this team's better than this.
Yep.
I think they know they're better than this. And but unfortunately, the world just looks at a team that's not won against a ranked opponent this year. And thus was a very big argument on if they were even going to be ranked in the playoff committee. And they barely snuck in at 25. Yeah. That hurt. You're talking about a team that went toe-to-toe with Georgia. Yes, was 2 possessions against Alabama, but everybody knows the pick 6 was the difference in that game. So we're talking about a play. And then in Oklahoma where you just literally couldn't get out of your own way. And I understand Mississippi State, you took them to overtime and whatnot, but like everybody's quick to forget that Mississippi State was 4-0 rolling into that game at home.
And Mississippi State is arguably a couple plays away from being a one-loss team right
They
now.
absolutely choked a 17-point lead to go over Texas. I don't know. Like, people are just quick to, and I get that. I understand that. But at the end of the day, you just got to play who's on your schedule. And whatever happens, happens. But, like, Tennessee's just better than this. Like, they are, and I know they are. because I think right now on any given Saturday, they would still be favored over a lot of teams ranked above them. I understand that doesn't mean much, but that does say that they believe that Tennessee is a better, team than some of the folks above them. They just don't deserve that ranking because they haven't done anything to deserve it. And I hope they right the ship. I hope they do find something to fight for these final 3 games, or I'm going to say 2 that matter because you're obviously going to win after the bye week over New Mexico State. I am going to guarantee that win.
Josh
But
Heupel might not, but we will.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. I mean, you got best receiver core in the nation that's not going to get talked about anymore. You got arguably, I'm still going to say it, Joey Aguilar is your best quarterback in the SEC. Just a little bit reckless with the ball, which we all knew he would be. But I was okay with him being reckless with the ball if he's going to, have the stats that he had, and he has. Like, I can't even argue. I mean, the dude's got Nico had 1,900 yards last year.
Like, say what you will about
19?
the interceptions that he
has 1,900 yards in like 4 games. Like,
yeah, say what you will about the interceptions that he has so far in the year. The rest of his stats, if it was anybody else and he didn't have the interceptions on there, he would be the number 1 Heisman leader.
He would be the number 1 Heisman leader if you just beat Georgia. Like, it doesn't even matter about the interceptions at that point. He's like 500 or 600 yards ahead of Ty Simpson for most passing yards in the SEC. Like, it's not even close. Like, and I understand we got a bye week this week, so it's going to close the gap a little bit. But I mean, seriously, it sucks. Tennessee's better than this, and defense let us down for the most part. But in this game, it's just funny how the defense actually stepped up. We talked about how Tennessee's not going to fix a lot of those issues defensively, especially with tackling. Oh, my God, was I wrong? That was like one of the best tackling games I've ever seen Tennessee play. Other than like John Mateer getting some free running space, overall, every catch that Oklahoma made, it was like catch, tackle immediately. Every play.
Yeah.
I was so proud of the defense. But again, Tennessee has the Tennessee, and we lose this one. And it sucks, man. I've never seen Neyland empty out like that early.
Yeah. And with it being a dark mode game at that.
Yeah, that was gut-wrenching. Do better, offense. Do better.
Absolutely. But you got anything else in this game before we move forward?
Nah, that's it. Let's move forward.
All right. So do you want to go ahead and give us our segment 2 sponsor before we do some position grades?
Yeah, you already know. It is P&L Business Services. We know firsthand that getting your monthly reporting, bill pay, taxes, and I'm doing this off the cuff, and I'm kind of remembering. All right, let me restart. This is by P&L Business Services. We know firsthand that getting your monthly reporting, invoicing, bill paid, taxes, and other essential business services right is critical. That's why at P&L Business Services, we go beyond bookkeeping by providing you with everything you need in your back office so you can have your time back and the peace of mind to do what you love most, which is building your business. Behind every successful business is a great bookkeeper. Guys, if this is something that you feel like you may need, just go online to pnlbusinessservices.com. They are also based right here in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and they will definitely get you the help that you need so you can continue to put that customer first. We appreciate your continued support. Man, I was actually kind of close on that. Maybe one day I'll actually have that remembered.
I'll be honest. If you hadn't have stopped and said that you're doing it off the cuff,
you would have never known.
I think you would have gotten it 100%.
The problem is I was really forgetting, and I was like, I have to admit it now because I promise I can read, but no,
you're doing that through the whole thing off. But no, you did great up until that point.
This is a great point, but it's also, I'm not going to blame Staley because it should have never even came to that point. But Staley did drop a critical pass in this game, but it was a pass that there was a lot of traffic. I know a lot of people probably won't see the traffic that was in front of that throw, but Staley was basically having to catch that ball through 2 defenders' hands before it got to him. And
I agree.
I'm not giving him any like excuse. Like, you're a college athlete, it hits you in the hands, you got to catch that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that was a Joe Milton type of freaking rocket, and it went straight through a defender's hands before it got to him. And
he might not have fully seen that ball until
I don't think he did, because honestly, as a fan watching it, I was like, I didn't even think Joey could thread the needle like he did, and he did. You got to give him credit. Mm-hmm. But the game should have just never came down to that. I'm not pinning that on Braylon Staley or anything like that. It is what it is. So
100%. All right, so position grades, and we'll start from the top like we always do.
Quick.
Quarterback. This one
is a B plus.
I'm going to go A-.
That's fine.
You take away the interceptions and it's an A+ without a doubt.
It's
Other
not
than
even the
that, Joey,
interceptions because it's not even the number of interceptions I care about. Obviously, I don't like to turn the ball over. But, dude, his interceptions have been, like,
they've been
literally season-altering interceptions.
Yes,
Can't have it.
100%. I mean, for the most part, his decision making has been fantastic. You saw a couple of plays against Oklahoma that once again it was just bad plays, and the decision making was not there. And it's really the first time this year that we've seen just some severe decision making issues from him. Other than that, he has put up the stats every single game. He's hit so many deep passes this year. He's really made a lot of the right calls whenever he's been out there. So it's just the timing of the interceptions that really gets it for me for the A-.
All right. So the next position would be running back.
Running back.
I got to go B-. What a drop-off, right? And I hate to say that, but your running back room has been in a slump for a couple weeks now. And considering we did this last bye week, there's only been 4 games that we have to judge. They looked good against Alabama, but did not look good against Kentucky. Did not look good at all against Oklahoma. We've got to help Joey. Joey should not be dropping back and throwing it 45 times in a game. In a game where you weren't even down, but 2 possessions at like 1-2 points in the game in the fourth quarter. Like, there is no way your quarterback should be dropping back 40-something times in a game, and got to do better at establishing a run. Now, I don't understand that has a lot to do with the offensive line. Has a lot to do with Oklahoma's got a good defense, and they blitzed every play. Is what it is. Got to do better.
This is where I'm going to severely disagree with you. I've still got the running back group at an A to A-, somewhere in that group.
Kiss my what?
I'm in the A- to A range, and here's why. I feel like the running backs overall are fine, but our offensive line over the last few games especially has been blown back in a way that they weren't towards the beginning of the season. Now, say what you will about the competition that they have played over the last several weeks compared to the first part of the season, but the offensive line has been blown back at the snap pretty much every single play. And also the play calling. I feel like there's way too many times that the play call has been, all right, let's go play action and go for the home run pass. Instead of, okay, let's give the ball to Deshaun Bishop or Star Thomas or Peyton Lewis, whichever one is in the game, and see if they can get us 4 or 5 yards. Maybe they break one at this point. But instead, no, it's, all right, play action. Let's see if we can go downfield with it. So I think the running backs are fine, other than the fact that you still can't catch a freaking ball out of the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the running backs are fine. I think it is everything else around them. And I know that even if the offensive line is not playing great, you've got to have running backs that can still try to make something out of nothing. And right now, you don't have that. But I'm still putting the running backs right now at an A- to an A range. I'll leave it at A- for now. But I think the running backs are fine. I think it's the other pieces that are not fitting together for them to have the success that they need so far on the field.
Right on. Wide receivers, A+, say it with me.
A+.
A+. All right, cool.
Yeah,
you got 3 in the top 10.
Yeah,
You've got 2 now that are in the running of the Blitnikoff Award. Come on now. I mean, that's insane.
Yeah. You take away some of the drops and it's run away A+, but it's still an A+ regardless.
I mean, dude, honestly, with how many times they're getting the ball, these guys, like, you're going to just have to. I don't even think that wide receivers have dropped that many. Now, they did early in the season. Like, Mike Matthews dropped a dime back in, like, the first or second week of the season. But I hear lately, I think they've been pretty well shorthanded. Tight ends, running backs, not so much. Wide receivers have been all right.
Yeah. Speaking of tight ends, tight end group, I'm gonna go with a B-.
Yeah.
I'm going with the B- because Miles Kitsman really has not played well this year.
Yes.
Especially in the passing game. Now he's still really good in run blocking, and obviously he's your leader out there. So that's good. You've also had Ethan Davis has been injured most of the year. Now, here's what I'll say:
A+ for Ethan Davis.
I was gonna say if
That boy looked good.
I'm going based off of the Oklahoma game and I'm going based off the Kentucky game,
It's
Ethan
crazy
Davis
what
has
happens.
looked good.
Crazy what happens when a guy's healthy, right? Like,
Yes, 100%. So if I'm going off of those games right there alone, I think the tight end group is closer to an A- to a just standard A because of what he's giving you. But we're going the season as a whole, it's a B-. It's been a severe it's been underwhelming, I guess is what I'm getting at.
I'd agree with that. I'm gonna go B- as well. Same things as you. Miles Kitselman just receiving production has dropped dramatically, even from last year. And then also, you hate to throw him in there because he's a freshman in a big spot, but that drop on the 4th down, man, like that hurts the whole room. The whole room. That hurts the whole room, in my opinion, because that play was called for you. It was designed for you, and you not being ready for that, because you were so. And I understand you're trying to sell it. You're trying to help that block right there to
But you
really
didn't even
sell
get
it.
turned around.
But like, yeah, you got to catch that ball. So yes, I want a healthy Davis next year too. Yeah, I mean Davis is going to be back next year. He's only a sophomore, or he might be a redshirt sophomore. I think it's his 3rd year in the system. But either way, he came in with Nico. So yeah, I think he'll be fine. He'll be back next year. He's got no draft stock whatsoever, I don't think. So yeah, B-. Offensive line.
Offensive line for me is going to be a C.
Yeah. Between the run game, between Joey getting sacked the last two games, like a lot more than the entire season total, not looking good.
And I get that the last 2 games, especially Kentucky and Oklahoma, you've seen the defenses bring 5 or 6 pretty much every single play whenever he drops back. I get that.
They're finally learning.
But still, the offensive line has not looked good. But I mainly base it off of the run blocking here lately. It just hadn't been good. Beginning of the season, you were still getting 150, 200 yards a game on the ground because you were getting a push on the defensive line like we've seen Tennessee do pretty much the entire time that Heupel has been here. But lately, the defensive line has been beating the offensive line in every single game. And that's why I attribute the lack of a run game over the last several games. I don't attribute that to the running backs as much. So it's a C for me on the offensive line. So for me, offense as a whole, you're still one of the highest scoring offenses in the nation, one of the highest yardage per games offense in the nation. But I'm going to put the offense at a B+ overall. You've taken a step back in the middle part of the season.
Yeah. I don't know. Offense as a whole, I still got to go A. I still got to go A. You're still a top 5 offense in the nation. That's an A. I can't. I mean, it is what it is. It's frustrating at times, but I'm gonna just go A. It is what it is. If you're a top 3, I'd say A+, but I think we've dropped out of that. And points per game. Now, yardage per game, we might still be right there at the top, but as of right now, I'm gonna just go with A. Defensively, real quick. Let's start with the secondary.
Secondary, I think it's got to be. I'm going to go right in the middle. I'm going to say a C. Okay. I feel like the tackling has been decent overall, but we can't keep using injuries as an excuse at this point because all these guys have been playing that are on the field now. They've been playing pretty much the entire year.
Yeah,
so they've got enough reps. Yeah, they're experienced. They've got enough reps. So we can't keep giving them excuses at this point.
Young guys don't have time to be young.
Yeah, it's a C. Here's what I will say. You're still making the defense earn it most of the time. You're not giving up the big home run plays. You're at least getting them down for the most part. But it's the methodical stuff going down the field that is killing Tennessee. The bend don't break defense that Tennessee likes to play. You're breaking a lot more towards the back end than you would like to.
Yep. I'm gonna be a little generous. I'm gonna go C+. I was kind of thinking B-, but at the end of the day, and I don't know if it's their fault or linebackers or what, but the man coverage I feel like is good. Like, really,
I'll agree with you there.
The zone coverage is bad. So bad.
But hasn't it been that for like the last 3 years? Because I won't
Yes.
say the entire time under Josh Heupel, because the first 2 years under Heupel, it was abysmal man zone. It didn't matter what it was.
Yeah, I will say the only time I remember the zone like working and really fooling somebody was when Arion Carter got the interception against DJ Lagway last year against Florida, where he sank in zone and really fooled DJ Lagway. Like, that is what a zone is supposed to look like. But now our zone, like, we sink back, but it's like we're not even close to where the wide receiver is even remotely at. And like, it's just wide open windows that they can sit in and just pick us apart. So yeah, I'm gonna go C+ there. Let's see, secondary linebackers. I am gonna go here with linebackers. C-. Not great. Not been what we needed. Arion Carter can't stay healthy. Neyland is great downhill linebacker, but we kind of said the same thing about a lot of our linebackers here recently that's come through the system. But overall zone, I mean, linebacker's just not good. Spillman, I think, is our best tackler. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing in some of the newer guys, but it ain't top the SEC type caliber. So give me a C-.
Linebackers, I'm gonna go a B- there. I like what I've seen from Jaden Perlotti and Edwin Spielman over the last couple of weeks, especially with Arion Carter being out, because Arion Carter himself is arguably the best linebacker in the SEC.
Yep, best tackler, best everything.
The Alabama game, he was playing hurt, and that's why he looked as bad as he did in that game. A healthy Arion Carter, I feel like, looks 10 times better, 100%. But I like what I've seen from Spielman and Perlotti over the last couple of games. They're young. They're obviously still making a lot of young mistakes. Jeremiah Telander, or Joshua Telander. What's his name? Jeremiah. Man, where am I coming up with these other names?
I don't know.
Anyway,
you're thinking about Joshua Josephs. That's fine.
Must be. But Telander, let's just leave it at that.
Come on, T.
He's not impressed at all this year. He's taken a step back, in my opinion. So B- for the linebacker group as a whole.
All right, D-line.
It's a C. I mean, you're still getting in the backfield, but you're not getting to the quarterback. And the run defense is still non-existent overall. For me,
I could go
for the first half.
Yeah, no, like in general, they look good. Like seriously, they'd run the ball, and I'm like, no, that ain't working. And I don't know. I don't know. You're right, but I'm not punishing the run defense against the quarterback run, because at that point numbers are equal. But as far as like Oklahoma handing it to the running back, we pretty much stuffed them. Was so refreshing to finally see that again. But yeah, to your point, it's a C.
And
honestly, it's so home run or bust, man. This defense
yes, 100%. And honestly, I could have the defensive line even worse because of the hype that was coming around this defensive line unit as a whole.
I don't even want to talk about it. I mean, I'm the one that was screaming that this defense was about to be better than last year.
Well, it wasn't just you. I was saying the same thing.
I mean, on paper it should have been, but injuries and a lot of some kids not meeting expectation. 100%.
Yep. Defense as a whole for me, it's a C-. It could be worse.
It's a C. Yeah. For me, it's a C. It is what it is, man. But look, one position we haven't talked about is special teams. I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I think I had it this last time, but it's an F. Fuck. F.
It's not an F for me, but it is a D.
It better be a D- because it's bad.
It's a D.
It's terrible. You've not had one electric play from your special teams this year.
No,
not one.
Not at all.
We're a team that this entire era under Josh Heupel, punt return has been phenomenal. It is literally not. In fact, it's cost us, I think, 2 or 3 times because we fumbled the freaking. Boo Carter did it again against Oklahoma and got the ball back. But the fact that we can't even catch a punt, dude, it's terrible. We can't kick a field goal, can't catch a punt. We fair catch every kickoff. Like, it's so bad. It's an F.
It really shows. It goes to show that you do need somebody that knows how to coach special teams, because the loss of Mike Eckler is showing in a big way this year, in a way that we didn't think it was going to hurt us going into this season. You got to find somebody else to coach special teams. 100%.
I agree with you. All right, man. That does it for our position grades going into our final stretch of the regular season. I hope they finish strong, man. It is what it is.
I do too. I mean, you've got 3 very winnable games coming up. You got New Mexico State coming off the bye week. That will be a win. I'm with you. I'm guaranteeing that as a win. If it's not a win, then you've got bigger problems. That's 100% certain. Then you go to the Swamp, somewhere that you should win. I know historically you have not, but you should win that game. There's no reason you should lose it. And then you've got a chance to knock Vanderbilt out of the playoffs if they don't get beat before then. So, final game of the season is going to be a big one. And it's going to be one that if Tennessee overlooks them in any way, Vanderbilt's going to come into Neyland and they're going to win.
Yep. And 7-toed skeet, we did. But at the end of the day, when the kid's kicking a 55, a 55, and a 51 yarder to really shut the crowd up, I have nothing to say, man. Good job. You can go out there in a Speedo for all I care.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, does he want to come to Tennessee next year? I mean, that's the next question. Listen. Everyone's being real hard on Max Gilbert,
as they should be. Dude,
yes,
all you do is kick. You don't get hit.
But do you know that he actually has the highest field goal percentage?
I know. Whoop-de-doo. Seriously, whoop-de-doo. Because anything over 40 yards, he has the lowest percentage.
I don't disagree.
So I don't.
But he's got a pretty dang good average inside 40, and I know he missed one against Oklahoma, and that's concerning. But inside 40, if you can make it inside 40, okay, your offense needs to get you a little bit closer if you're missing those outside of 40.
It's college. It's not high school. You should be able to kick a 40-yard field goal. Anywho's. I get it. But I understand. Let's see. What's next? Picks? We got picks, dude. Come on.
We're in for the picks now. So
pisses me off, dude. 24/7. Every practice, all he does is kick the ball. It's in the same spot. It never moves. Like it's the same, dude. Like it bothers me. And for all y'all saying that, can you kick a ball perfectly? Yes, I can. I will literally show you a video. I don't care. I toe the crap out of it, but I still kick it. I hate kickers, bro. Like, sorry.
You want to keep going?
Dude, seriously. No. But it bothers because now I'm thinking back to Georgia all over again. Even though it's not his fault, there was a 4th and 6. There was a 2-point conversion. Like, there's definitely other plays. But if you just kick the field goal, we win. I'm done. All right, cool. Awesome.
All right, but I will give you our segment 3 sponsor before we do the picks. You don't hit during high stress ones. I mean, that is part of it. You got to kick under pressure. So that's definitely part of it. I'll give you inside 45.
Just read the last sponsor. I need to get to these.
All right. Kaizen Painting. Kaizen Painting is our sponsor. Do you want a colorful life?
Yes.
Kaizen is a painting and drywall company that provides residential, commercial, exterior, and interior services. At Kaizen Painting, we understand the importance of a beautifully painted home and properly installed and repaired drywall. We're here to bring your vision to life. We care about providing you with a personalized, efficient, and quality service. If you live in Knoxville and surroundings, contact us for a free estimate at KaizenPainting.com. Color your life the Kaizen way. So, first game on the docket for this weekend. It is Georgia traveling to Starkville, Mississippi to play against the Bulldogs. Georgia is a 10-point favorite in this game.
I think we're both picking Georgia here. But I have a.
You want to go against the spread on this one?
I kind of want to, because I think Mississippi State might cover the spread, and the only reason why I think that is because they just that's a team that seems to just cover the spread. Like, look at all the games they play; they're underdogs in all of them. About this same spread between 7.5, 10, 13, whatever. But they just find a way to cover the spread. Sometimes don't find a way to win, but find a way to cover. And I think this is another one of those. They just find a way to cover, maybe push, maybe they lose by 10 exactly, but I think I want to take Mississippi State to cover the 10. It's at home, right?
It is at home.
Yeah, I mean, give me all that. I mean, I hate that it's a noon game for them, but I don't at the same time. Whatever. Give me Mississippi State to cover.
Yeah.
To cover.
Right, so,
Give me Georgia to win. Don't want anybody get that confused.
yeah, so if we are doing this one by the spread,
Yes.
I am going to take Georgia to cover the spread.
Good for you.
And my reasoning on this, I feel like that win that Mississippi State had last week against Auburn, that's going to be great for them long term. But I feel like in the short term,
But not next week.
Georgia, I feel like Georgia saw that, and they also saw the way that they played against Florida, which credit to Florida last week for hanging around against Georgia the way that they did, making that close, and had a chance to win the game until late. I think Georgia's going to roll. I think Georgia's going to roll in this one. I'm going to say probably 17 is what they're going to win the game by. So I do have Georgia covering.
The dynamics don't support it. Mississippi State plays people close, and honestly, Georgia has played a lot of people close this year.
Yep.
I don't know. People are overlooking the crap out of Mississippi State because they're just 5-4 or whatever the record is. But like at the end of the day, Mississippi State's a good team.
I'll say it once again that Mississippi State is a couple plays away from being a one-loss team right now.
Oh, Rhonda calling some shots, saying Georgia might actually lose outright.
So Rhonda, I agree with you. I think Georgia's luck runs out. I just don't know if it's going to happen in this game.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it may happen, and I'm going to tease it again. But dare I say Georgia's head?
I was going to say I know exactly where you're.
Dare I say Haynes King, brother? Like, come on. No, I don't know. Bet the house on the boy. All right, Skeet. I see what you did there, buddy. You're smart. No, right on. All right, what's next? What's next?
All right, so the next one I don't have a graphic for because I didn't have the logo, but it's Ole Miss going up against the Citadel. This is an easy one.
Ole Miss. But what's the do you know the over?
There's no line available.
So we can't even go against the spread.
Yeah, Action 247 does not have a line. Yeah. Ole Miss wins
by
the
like
game.
3.5 because you know how they are with lesser teams. They play them.
I tell you what, let me actually look on ESPN real quick. I know we don't use their lines, but let's see if there's just a line.
There is not a line.
There's not one on ESPN.
No, there's not even a line on it, buddy. It's fine.
Yeah. So
Ole Miss by 1,000,000. It's fine.
100%.
What's next?
So next game on the docket. I believe this is the one that old Skeet Man is looking forward to, as this is Texas A&M traveling to Como to play against the Tigers.
Ooh, got A&M on the road. Got Como. I think stadium renovations are done out there. Maybe close. A&M 6.5-point favorite here on the road. I think A&M is just a destiny team, man. Give me A&M.
This
Timeout.
we do that at the end of the picks.
I'm clapping. Joking. I would like to know. I'd like to know Skeet's question though.
We'll get to that.
Is it 25, 30 games?
No, I closed the gap by like maybe one game last week.
I think I covered though, right? No, I'm joking. It's all good. A&M by at least 15. All right, who are we picking here, Michael?
All right, so
you got games to make up.
I think that A&M. I think A&M is going to lose a game before the end of the season.
It's Texas.
I just don't know if it's this one. I need to make up games, but I don't know if it's this one. Missouri playing with a third string true freshman quarterback.
To be fair though, your backup quarterback is better than your starter, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, third string freshman quarterback. It doesn't bode well for Missouri in this game, so I'm gonna have to take Texas
With
A&M.
that clip of new, because I didn't know that about Missouri. I thought their quarterback was they broke a fibula, right? Or it was, I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong.
Yeah,
maybe
it was the fibula.
Yeah, but I didn't. It's actually kind of a compliment to me, at least, that y'all are still within a touchdown down to your third string quarterback. That's actually impressive in my opinion. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean it's tough to play in Como, that's for sure. But next
sorry
game,
we did not make your day any better, or I don't think we did, but maybe we did. I don't know.
Next game, it is Auburn traveling to Nashville to play against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, a 6.5-point favorite. And I actually, if you're okay with it, want to go first with this one. Because I'm going to take
Jake
Auburn.
is trying so hard not to laugh at his own comment right now. It's actually funny.
I'm gonna take Auburn to win this game outright.
So the folks can actually see the comment. So Jake's in the back room. Like, we can see Jake. Jake can see us, but he's not on the show. But Jake commented this comment right here. And I could just see him like trying not to laugh at his own. Oh, it's gold. He's laughing now, but it's okay. They broke. He's talking about the quarterback, but broke a pribula. Aha. Aha. That's crazy. Dislocated ankle. Sam Horn was broken leg week 1.
That's right.
There it is. So it ain't even broken fibula.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But I've got Auburn winning this game outright.
That's fine. Y'all continue to dog on Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt's going to win this game. Like, it's fine. And
everything says that Vanderbilt should win and should cover, but Diego Pavia is not impressed in the SEC play.
I don't care that he's not
let's
impressing.
Just be honest.
I don't care that he's not impressing. Like,
Auburn's defense is
tired
also
of
really
people
good.
dogging Vanderbilt. Like, look, I will be the first to. I don't even like the dude's attitude. I think it's arrogant and it's cocky, but like, he's doing exactly what Vanderbilt needs. And at the end of the day, people are disregarding how good Vanderbilt's defense is. So, offense, by the way, if we're talking offense, talking how bad Diego Pavia is, have you seen Auburn's offense, brother? It's about 130th in the country. It's so bad. It's so bad.
But you know who is also not there anymore?
Hugh Freeze.
And how
Still
many times
Jackson Arnold, dude. It's so
is
bad.
it Jackson Arnold?
He went back in last week. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got nobody else. I'm just saying Vanderbilt is just I don't know. They're just in a better spot. Dare I say they got home field advantage in this game with all 10,000 of their fans. Yeah, give me Vanderbilt. Give me them to cover as well. I'm really that's a best bet.
Thank you, Jake. I see you're looking in the background.
That is a best bet.
Yeah. Everything says that Vanderbilt should win this game and should cover. But
apparently not. Everybody's saying Auburn should win.
How many times have we seen a team rally around whoever the interim coach is whenever the head coach gets fired?
Kind of like Williams.
I think that 100% happens in this game, which is why I've got Auburn winning outright.
If it was at home, maybe.
I think they do it on the road.
Okay, that's fine.
And plus,
they'll have more fans there.
And plus, you're coming off just an absolute embarrassing loss to Kentucky from last week.
And you're picking them to beat Vanderbilt?
I'm picking them to beat Vanderbilt. I am.
Kentucky's garbage, dude. Like, they're so bad.
They are.
So it's fine. All right. No, I'm sorry. I just got to say that every chance I get. I'm actually pissed off at Auburn. Kentucky was supposed to be winless in the SEC. I think that's what I predicted, at least. So mad.
Yeah, I did as well.
Oh, golly, dude.
Yeah.
So bad. Anyways, it's fine. What's next?
Next game, talking about a coach that has been fired. It is LSU traveling to Tuscaloosa to play against Alabama.
Do you want to go first here?
I'll go first.
Are you picking against the spread?
Let's pick against the spread.
Okay.
I've got Alabama covering.
Give me LSU outright.
LSU. I mean, we don't even have to go off the spread then.
I know. I wanted to.
You're going outright.
Yeah, I wanted to lead you on. I will take LSU outright. Alabama is going to fall again, and I'm just going to shoot my shot here that it's going to be this one. Kind of for the same reasons that you're picking Auburn and the coaching change thing is the same exact reason why I'm picking LSU. LSU's defense is still really good. If they could just find something on offense, maybe with this new coaching staff, they change something up. But Alabama's not this world-class beater. Now, they have won the games, and it's insane to watch them and how they've been winning these games. I just don't see them as this, like, ultimate, and maybe that's just Kalen DeBoer's style of coaching, but they're not running away and beating these teams by. In fact, I think one of their biggest wins was over Tennessee, like, as far as point spread-wise. So, I have no logic behind this pick at all, other than I would love for LSU to beat Alabama as an Alabama hater. I guess that's the best way I could put it. I hate both teams, honestly, but I hate Alabama a lot more. And give me LSU outright.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like LSU's got the talent to do it, but I feel like that Brian Kelly just put that
held them back
so far back.
Yeah.
I don't know if even whoever the interim head coach is going to be able to get them out of that this year.
Yeah. And you
to compete
talking about
Bama, especially on the road.
No head coach, no athletic director, no president.
Yeah, because
I
because
think
their
the,
athletic
I
director
think the
got fired.
governor's about to get voted out. Like
Yeah.
there's no leadership at LA. Again, there is no logic behind this pick other than I want to spice some things up, I guess. I don't know. And if it hits, there was a lot of logic behind this pick. I just want y'all to there was so much that went behind this and how no, I'm joking. But give me LSU. What's the next?
All right, so it is the last game on the slate this week. It is Florida traveling to Lexington to play against the Wildcats.
Florida has a Kentucky problem, and dare I say Kentucky's hitting their stride right now, dude. Scoring over 30 points over Tennessee. They beat Auburn, and now they got home game over Florida. I'll let you pick first.
Give me Florida in this one.
Oh,
I mean, ultimately, Kentucky is not good. They're not. And, you played against an Auburn team that had no life about them at all last week and beat them on the road. But Florida is a more talented football team.
Your picks don't make sense, Michael. I don't like this. You say that about Auburn, but then you pick Auburn to beat Vanderbilt.
You know what? I'm going back and forth on all of it. So, listen. I am a desperate man right now. Just trying to make up games. Okay, I have no logic whatsoever.
Give me Florida as well. Look, and this is not even me being conservative. I do think Florida wins, but your logic is so good, but so inconsistent. It's frustrating me. It's fine. Yeah, Florida wins this game. Florida's just got. I'm as dumbed down as possible. Florida just has more talent. I do think Kentucky's hitting their stride. And I think that's why the spread is as close as it is. But Florida's going to win the game.
Yep, I agree with you.
Should win the game.
Here is the results, as it's still a big lead, but I did gain one game. So Kentucky actually helped me last week.
Hang on. Let me hang on.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah, so sorry, it's gotta focus. Hang on. I don't even really need to take a picture of it. It's been like this for like 5 weeks straight, right?
Anyway, upset pick of the week.
Yeah, you already know mine. I'm doubling down on it. Give me LSU over Alabama.
LSU over Alabama.
Doubling down.
That's what I should have done last week with Kentucky, and I told you that before we went on, but I didn't.
That's crazy. That's actually how you're ahead by one is because of that pick.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. Or that, ahead by one on beat me last week. You're still down by like 19, but it's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
All right.
So you're doubling down on that one.
Yeah. I like the pick. No logic behind it. Unless it hits.
Looking through some of the games right now.
Talk about not being prepared. Whew. Maybe that's why you're losing standings. I'm so confident.
Well, I've been prepared most weeks, and this first week I'm not. So, you know what? I'm going. Man,
no. Pick the second game. The second game. The one that you're. Yeah. You know how your rule is. You like that too, and then you pick the wrong one every time.
You know what's bad about this week?
There's not even two games to pick from.
The two teams that I have rode all season long, Texas Tech and BYU, are playing this week.
Yep.
And I was, do I ride BYU as as a 10-point underdog against Texas Tech?
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad pick in my opinion. But then again, that's the first one you thought of, so you might want to go to the second one, whatever second game you got. I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah, give me Boston College at home, 10.5-point underdog against SMU.
Over SMU.
Yeah,
okay.
Over SMU. Boston College at home has played well this year. I believe they beat. No, it wasn't Florida State. They did beat an ACC team earlier this year that they shouldn't have at home. So yeah, give me Boston College over SMU. 10.5-point underdog.
What a pick! What a pick! Can we just leave that on the screen when Jake gets on here? Can we? All right. And without further ado, we are going to bring on our buddy Jake, Rakin with Jake. And if y'all listened to me and hedged your bets with Jake last week, wow, did you win? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I think what's the record looking like now? Are we at right dead even?
Right 500.
We're right dead even.
Which means we have technically lost money, thanks to you.
Yeah, so it is now.
That is not right.
I've got to make the graphic. We're now at
25 and 25.
Yeah, 25.
The good news is
overall.
we had a bad week last week, which means
Hey,
Don't hedge your bets this week.
No, it's
Don't hedge
cyclical.
them.
It's
We're
cyclical.
We're going 4-1 at least.
Yeah, I have nothing to say about last week.
Florida sold. I mean, Georgia technically sold, really, but
there's a lot there. I mean, if I go back and even try to look at it, here I got to pull.
Never bet on Tennessee.
No, hang on a second, Scott. You know exactly what he's going to do right here.
What's that?
He said that his fiance is the one that did all the picks last week. He is about to absolutely dog her and blame her for everything that happened.
Better not.
And we're going to clip it and we're going to send it to her. So
no, it's going to be played at the wedding.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
All right, what you got for us this week, Jake?
Well, I pick number 1 is one that nobody likes, I don't think. So we'll just start with the least popular bet, I think. I got
Tell me it's the under on something.
It's an under. I just don't like football. I just don't like football. I'm betting under 50.5 Indiana at Penn State.
No shot. Are we serious here?
This is a time.
When's the last time Indiana scored under 40?
Against Penn State. No. Sorry, against Iowa. It was 20-10, maybe 20-30. I could be wrong. It was not as many as you think. Okay,
you know what?
It doesn't matter
Because of how so wrong I think this is. You're probably right. So I'm gonna ride with it. Indiana versus Penn State under 50.5.
Here's why I think this is Penn State. They have a good roster. Let's just understand that. Okay,
It is at Penn State.
It is at Penn State. It's a good roster. Am I wrong? Can we all agree that is a good roster?
Personally, I think it's a terrible roster, and James Franklin is actually getting the absolute most out of his players. Just unfortunately wasn't good enough, and
I would say they typically sign a top 10 class every single year.
Yeah,
every
but you know they're always behind.
They're always behind Oregon, and they're always behind Ohio State and Michigan somehow. Here's the deal. Penn State allowed only 160 rushing yards against Ohio State when they played. So, my thought is that if Penn State can play the ball if they want to play, regardless of who the head coach is, because if I'm sitting there as the interim head coach, I'm going to lean on my strengths. I'm going to lean on stopping the run and establishing the line of scrimmage. I think Indiana's they're a damn good team. They're really good. They've scored 50 in practically every single game outside of one.
Which is why it doesn't make any sense that you're taking the under.
Y'all are both really confusing me tonight, Dad.
So here is why I'm taking the under. Indiana is coming off of UCLA and Maryland. Those are two teams that have no idea how to establish a run game. They want to pass the ball. This is like if you had to cook spaghetti one night and then you got to cook I don't even know, something completely against spaghetti. It's easy to cook spaghetti. It's not easy to cook something that you've not prepared for 2 weeks. And I just tell you, cook it with the ingredients you got. I think, again, I know Indiana wins this game. But, again, I just think it's one of those things where we'll kind of talk about in a further pick, that it's just catching a team at the wrong time. I think they'll sputter a little bit. I see this as like a 28 to 18, 17 type deal. I just don't see this being a huge win for Indiana like they think. So going into the second one, this team is gross, man. This team is gross, and I think this should have opened up at like minus 11. I got Texas A&M at Missouri. Texas A&M minus 6.5. Texas A&M is gnarly. They are firing on all cylinders. If you look at what they have on the run game, it's impossible in the SEC to game plan for a dynamic runner like Marcel Reed. That guy is got 2 cats at wide receiver. I think I've said this like 3 weeks in a row. I think they are going to go undefeated. Their very last game's Texas. I think that they will absolutely be undefeated until Texas. I don't know why this isn't more points other than the fact that they think it might be close because Ahmad Hardy can run the ball. But that defensive line in front seven for A&M is vicious. They've got a veteran at middle linebacker who can absolutely hunt. Probably the best middle linebacker. Can't remember his name, but I've watched him play enough. Guy's good. Man, this should be like, I'd take minus 10.5 on this. I really would. I don't see this one getting even close.
I agree with this 100%. So it's probably going to lose, but that's okay.
Yeah, I agree. This is my most confident pick, by the way. Just want to put that out there. It's absolutely going to lose.
3 unit or 4 unit?
5, man. I mean, I like this one. I put,
5,
if I'm betting
okay.
$5,
Yeah,
I'm putting 25 on this one.
Definitely
So
losing.
if I have a profit boost,
Yeah, I would put it on this one. This
Okay,
one,
got it.
absolutely.
Cool, awesome.
Yeah,
3
this was definitely losing now. So
3 is an interesting one for me. I got Florida minus 3.5 at Kentucky. When we
I'd
say
agree
Kentucky, they've not won in God knows how long. They just beat Auburn. I mean, with a whopping 10 points.
There's no way they follow it with another one, right?
No chance.
There's no way. There's
no
way.
chance. And Florida has nothing to lose. This is a very talented team, kind of similar situation as Penn State, where you've got a lot of talent. I know they're out there feature receiver, but they're going to run the ball. Not the ball. They're going to run the ball.
With ball.
With ball.
With ball.
No, run the ball.
With
the ball. With ball.
Run
with
the ball.
With Jaden Ball.
That guy's a stud.
He's
That
great.
guy's a stud.
He's good. He's good. I hate that I know him because I hate Florida, but he's a good running back.
He's good. I think that the secondary for Kentucky is really bad. Might I say worse than ours? I think that again, 3.5 is kind of a give me, unless this thing gets to where Florida wants to run the ball a little too much or run the ball a little too much.
The only like I don't know, stick in the tire spoke, bicycle spoke expression, if you will, to this pick is if, and I mentioned it in our pick segment, like what if Kentucky has actually caught lightning in a bottle right now?
I just don't see winning 10-3 as lightning in a bottle.
Well, it's not. However, Auburn's games just tend to play out that way, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
But like Kentucky's offense in general has looked a little bit better last couple weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I agree with you. 10-3 ain't lightning in a bottle. But I feel like all of Auburn's games, you that's a guaranteed hit the under type pick.
Well, we didn't talk about lightning in a ball, Toll, because that's what I'm seeing.
I'm tired of you using stuff against me. All right, that was my words, and you just freaking pushed it. I don't like that, dude.
All right. What a good one.
Speaking of a team finding their footing, Auburn, they're down bad, but you know what they don't have? They don't have Hugh Freeze. So I love this. I kind of want to pick Auburn money line. I really do.
I'm with you, Jake.
How do you game plan the ungame planable? I mean, who's going to be
Diego
the quarterback out there?
The Heisman candidate.
Diego, I'm not worried about Diego. Diego's going to get you a solid 17 points. Congratulations.
Auburn hasn't scored 17 all year.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's great, because they're going to score 20. They're going to kick the ball how many times they need to. 7.
Guys, I cannot. Am I right? If you have a gambling problem, and if you bet on this, you do. So please just call 1-800-889-9789. But if you do so happen to want to bet this, just please use promo code VolFanatics when you sign up right now at Action 247.
I mean,
I can't agree with this.
What do you do to beat Tennessee?
What do you do to beat Tennessee?
What's the game plan?
Blitz every play.
Correct.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. What's the game plan to beat Texas?
Game plan to beat Texas, I would
just
say,
have Arch Manning play quarterback.
No.
Make him play.
I was going to say stop the run, but all right.
That's correct. Stop the run means load the box.
Yes.
Right? How do you game plan against Auburn?
They screw it up themselves. You don't have to do it.
But you remember, this is an operation and a business, okay? They have to go in there and sit down on a Sunday. They've already sat down on the Sunday, and they said, what is our key to win this game? Because I don't know where to start.
Now, to be fair, this is why I lose money in Vegas, because no way in my right mind am I about to bet on a team that just lost to Kentucky.
I think it's crazy, and it's awesome. I again, why did this not open -10?
Because then everybody would take Auburn at that point.
I mean, I'm taking them. I love this one.
I have to. It's in my freaking. I'm riding with you. Look, it's fine.
Last one. Just get out of the conference now. Let's go Oregon -6.5 at Iowa. Iowa's playing good ball right now.
See, this would have been an under that I would because Iowa don't score.
They can. They've been scoring, but they've been scoring against like Minnesota.
Which also can score. Good one.
I like what Oregon can do. I think Iowa's got a good backfield, but I don't think that they're as talented as Oregon. I mean, it was scary when you look at the Iowa Indiana game. That was a kind of a close game, but regardless, I just think again, Oregon's gonna have to find their footing. They've been a dynamic offense. They're due for it. I think they win this one by 10. By 14 maybe. I think Iowa's kind of running out of steam. The only thing that hurts us is this would have been a 9.5 game at neutral site. It's at Iowa. So again, I think this one's pretty easy for me. I like this one on the third most. I would slot this one above Indiana at Penn State under, and also above. That's probably my fourth least likely, actually.
So a 2-unit. It's like
two unit. I'd put the Indiana at 1. I'd A&M at 5. I like Florida at 4 and Auburn at 3 units. So that's my
Auburn is definitely like a half unit, dude. There's no shot.
No, the half unit is the Indiana Penn State under.
Yeah, so
but
that's what I've got.
But no, once again, if you do have a gambling problem, make sure you do call that hotline number.
You bet on Auburn.
If you bet the under in Indiana and Penn State, then you have a gambling problem.
It's sad that you had a pick that's worse than that one. Like that, it's fine. It's good.
We're at 889.
Y'all keep hating. I'm just getting this on video real quick.
Go ahead, dude. I've already had to take a screenshot of the screen. Did you see the record earlier, by the way?
I encourage you. It was never on there.
It was definitely on there.
There's a lot to it.
But folks that are listening and don't actually watch the video, it's just a blowout right now. I almost feel bad. It's like garbage time at this point.
Yeah. Are you Mississippi State because you're going to blow the lead, right?
Buddy, I don't even know if we make enough picks for it to matter. It might be. It's fine. It's fine.
Fair enough. But make sure that you do use Action 247 Sportsbook. Use our promo code VolFanatics if you do decide you want to wreck with Jake on these picks. But I do got to ask y'all about a game. What's y'all's feel on this game that is completely under the radar now?
The WTF pick of the week.
No, this one is not WTF, but we're going to get there. What is y'all's thoughts on the Clemson Florida State game this weekend?
Clemson should win.
Clemson is going to win.
Clemson is a 1.5 point favorite at home.
Yeah, Clemson's going to win.
Yeah.
Although,
so you're telling me that Florida State neutral site should be favored?
Clemson has lost at home like a lot this year.
Is this Cade Club? What's his name? Klubnik?
Yeah, Cade Klubnik.
Yeah, is this his Heisman game? Is he going to be in the room? No. I'm just going to get off now. I'm just absolutely trolling.
Yeah. But do y'all want a WTF pick? Because I've got one, and we won last week.
Is it Florida State and Clemson?
It is not. I'm not touching that game.
All right.
Is it Auburn?
It is not. I've actually got a disgusting pick.
I think it's Syracuse and Miami.
No, it's going to be one that y'all are going to both look at me and say, what are you thinking?
Syracuse a 29-point dog, bro. I was joking. All right. What we got?
Florida International traveling to MTSU as a 1-point underdog.
Yeah.
MTSU is bad.
Yeah.
They are 1-7. They are 1-7 on the year.
And they're 1-3 in the same conference. They're like Florida International's 3-5 and 1-3 in Conference USA.
I'll take recruiting in Florida versus recruiting in Murfreesboro.
Completely agree with you there. I will also take whoever the crap Florida International's coach is over.
Now that I will agree with.
MTSU.
Now that it's Vanderbilt's old coach.
Yeah, I cannot think
Derek
of his name.
Mason.
Derek Mason. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Wasn't he the one that rode the horse or whatever in an interview or something? I can't remember.
Something like that.
I think he did that.
But I will take Florida International.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, for that, I agree with that. That should be a best bet. I just don't like Derek Mason. Give me FIU.
Yeah, 100%. But with both of y'all on here, I do want to want to bring up the comment that was made by former Tennessee quarterback Jonathan Crompton last week and get y'all's thoughts on it.
It's so stupid.
So
I already know what you're talking about. So
yeah,
Josh Heupel. No, quote, Josh Heupel is James Franklin. Is UT's James Franklin, is what he said. And here's why. I understand where he's going with it, but he is also so freaking wrong. It's insane.
Yeah. So to continue that quote, because the exact quote was, I'm not the one to call for a coach to get fired. That's not my thing.
Sounds like you.
What I'm saying is I do think Heupel is our James Franklin. He's going to win us 9 to 10 ball games a year. The odd year will get 11, and that's about our ceiling, end quote.
And I think he's right. I think 9 to 10 wins on the occasional year 11 is actually accurate. I don't think you're going undefeated.
But you know what?
You're not in the Big Ten either. Like, you're in the SEC. And you are occasionally going to beat your Alabama, which, by the way, we've beaten our rivals already more than James Franklin ever beat his. So I disagree with that 100%. I get where he's going record-wise with that, and I agree with that part. But to sit here and say that Josh Heupel is our James Franklin is just insane. I mean, we're in year 5 with Josh Heupel. James Franklin was in year 12 with Penn State. I just don't agree with that take. Just
but
don't.
You know what? You know what also? 9 to 10 wins, and if you get 11, most years is good enough to get you to the playoffs. And at that point, you've got a shot at winning the whole darn thing.
Yep.
I'm just looking at Jonathan Crompton's career statistics.
Yeah, please tell me.
That's where I was going next.
He had a losing record, didn't he, as a starter?
He played
Man, he
on
was
one of
pretty
the
bad.
worst teams.
I think his only highlight was the dart mode game, 2000.
No, he didn't even play in that one.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did, because that was Lane Kiffin's year.
Yeah.
Because he was the quarterback. He was the quarterback for half the season in Philip Fulmer's final year, where they went 5-7.
And I don't think he won. And I don't know. Like, he went like winless one year where he only had like 3 starts, and then like obviously I don't know. Like
The guy,
but I'm not even
averaged
trying
like
to compare him.
52%. No, sorry. Yeah, like 55% pass completion percentage, and was 36 for 22 on touchdowns and interceptions. I'm sorry. That ain't great. That's not great.
I just
I'd
can't
like to
believe
hear
a
from a winner.
former quarterback at the university said something like that. That's
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Nope.
Bad take. Bad
Bad
take.
take.
Yeah.
Nasty take. However, just real quick, we're going to close out the show here in just a second. We're just going to keep Jake on for this. Lady Vols dropping their opener. Ruby Whitehorn dismissed from the team.
For just a little bit of weed?
It's
the second.
This was her second offense.
Second offense.
Because this was the possession, but then back earlier.
I
she
sit
had
here,
the,
and the
the
way I judge that
aggravated.
situation is, what would Pat Summitt do? And I don't even think Pat Summitt after the first situation probably would have been like, get off the team. So I'm not saying that's the wrong move. I think that was probably the right move by Kim Caldwell, and especially with Ruby Whitehorn's response to that. I urge y'all to look that up if y'all want to. But overall, just dropping the first game, how did y'all feel about that tech for celebrating a 3-pointer? I don't know if y'all seen the freshman hit a 3, looked great. Hit up the I don't know, the celebration where they, the 3 when they turn around and do that right there.
Old DKs.
Yeah, and did that right there, and like never stopped. I don't know, like they called a technical on that. I was kind of shocked. I don't know. I just didn't even realize they called technicals in women's basketball.
I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about dropping this game.
I'm not either. NC State's a good team.
You played a top 10 opponent in the very first game of the season, in which you're still figuring a lot of things out.
But
you've got a long way to go.
But my expectations for this Lady Vols team is like I'm expecting like Final Four this year. So I was kind of hurt losing the first game.
They did beat a team by 100.
They did.
Doesn't matter. Because the offense didn't do anything that they were practiced today.
It does matter, because at least we're not like former Tennessee head coach Kelly Harper losing to a Division II team.
Oh, yes. And also, timeout, but I'm clapping. I swear I'm clapping. What about change of complete, like not even related to Tennessee, but Stephen Pearl going into overtime.
That made me so happy. I actually need to check their game tonight, because they're playing another nobody team tonight. So
I don't even know who they played, but I just seen that they went into overtime, and I was like,
they were playing Bethune-Cookman the other night.
Overtime game, and they celebrated it like in the locker room. I don't know if you've seen that, but they celebrated Stephen Pearl's first win. You can't make this stuff up. It's good.
So they're actually handling business tonight, 61-35 midway.
Good for them.
So,
good for them.
Yeah. But since you brought it up, the basketball topic, how do y'all feel about the Vols?
You were going to. You were going to. Don't even act like this.
I was not.
Yes, you
I
were.
was not.
Don't you lie. The basketball season actually started. You were going to bring it up. How do we feel about the Vols?
How do we feel about the men's team? I mean, I know
this is
we've only played against
a typical Tennessee team where I feel like we actually have the lineup you finally want. I think you got the size that you finally want, but I feel like this team's going to take a long time to gel. I don't want it to, but you've got all the size and talent I think that Rick Barnes ever had on this team. But I think for some reason, it's just from what I've seen in bits of it, it just doesn't look like we're playing cohesive as a unit. But once we do, we'll be unstoppable. I really do feel like that.
Yeah, my junior year, my roommate and high school buddy, he was a equipment manager for the basketball team. It's a little bit more intimate than a football manager where you got a billion of them. And he kind of gave me some insight onto how difficult it is to kind of learn how to play our style of ball. It is not easy to do. So I think that could be a portion of it, is that you just got a bunch of dudes from a bunch of different places. And like you just said, I think it'll take forever to gel. Dude, Nate Ament, that guy's going to be a baller. Give him some time. That guy is going to be a stud. He is fluid. That's the guy I'm excited about. I don't know a ton about basketball, so I'm not going to get myself too in the weeds about it. But I think we'll be fine. I think we win a natty. I mean, that's what my thought is. So undefeated.
I think that this is. I'm not going undefeated, but I'll agree with you on the natty. No, I'm just kidding. We got to make a Final Four first. I think this is Rick Barnes' deepest and most talented team so far. That I 100% agree with y'all. Once they gel together, and I do think it's going to take some time, but once they gel together, I think this team can be very dangerous. And I've got an under the radar player that I'm excited about this year, Dwayne Brown, the freshman from Alabama. He's good.
I was gonna say, buddy, if you didn't watch that exhibition game, he ain't under the radar anymore. That dude's he was lighting it up. So yeah. I just love the size, man. When you have JP Estrella out there with Jalen, Jalen Kara, Akpara out there at the same time, like, dude, you just got nonstop 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10" players, like. Which is why it frustrated me that Duke had that guy that just absolutely went. I think he had like 30 rebounds. I'm like, how? Like
that dude, according to him, a lot of people are saying he's the best in the country.
Yeah, probably like
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
They're saying he's the best player.
Is a NBA Hall of Famer's son, Carlos Boozer's son, is who that is.
I didn't know that. That. Oh my gosh, coming from greatness.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead and give me a tech. So.
Yeah, give you a tech on that one. But we do get to enjoy an off week this week. We'll watch some other games. It is a little bit of a snoozer week, but sometimes those end up being the best weeks.
Only a snoozer. It's only a snoozer if Auburn beats Vanderbilt.
That would make it a good week at that point.
No, Vanderbilt's going to win. Why would it make it a good week? I want to be the team that
we win money.
No. Okay, yes, but put that. Do we not want to be the team that's all we got to live for at this point, is to spoil it for Vanderbilt?
Vandy could lose them all. I want Vandy to lose against they still got Kentucky.
We need the ranked win.
I would like them to go 7-5.
We need the ranked win. Are y'all even Tennessee fans?
What do we need the ranked win for? For the Cheez-It Bowl?
Yeah, according to a lot of people, okay, you get just as much credit for being the first team out as you do for being the last team in, okay?
I ain't hanging no banner for that.
Trust me, I thought the same thing, but I've literally heard sources say, well, Alabama's having a really good year this year because they were the first team out last year. I'm like, buddy, that has nothing to do with why they're good this year.
My God.
Yeah, so, really,
you're listening
the top
to
12, the top 12 is not even that good. You really want to be 13th in the country.
No.
No.
Somebody clip it. Somebody clip it, chat. We want to be 13th.
Stop. Oh, gosh.
Who wants to be top 12, bro?
I mean, 13th is first loser.
I mean, at least you're first in something.
Technically, 12th is probably going to be first loser because you still got a group of 5 that's got to go in. So. Yeah. Dude, but no, Jake, you brought up the 7-5. I think there's a legitimate shot that Vanderbilt could go 7-5, lose their final 3 games. It's not likely. I do think that 9-3 is more likely than 7-5, but I think Vanderbilt finishes 8-4.
Breaking news. It's not really breaking, but 5-star offensive tackle for the 26 class, Gabriel Osinda, has shut down his recruitment. He is a Vol. So
Really.
next year, you were looking at true freshman Gabriel Asinda at tackle. If Lance Hurst sticks around, great. If not, you got 2 5-star offensive tackles playing for you.
You need to get Legend Bay. You got to keep him.
Yeah, it's not looking good right now.
That one, I think he might end up going to Ohio State.
Yeah, not looking hot.
That's one of the few positions I can evaluate. That kid is a safety. I'm just letting you know they're gonna give him wide receiver creds. They're gonna tell him he's whatever. Same thing they probably used on Boo Carter, sadly. But yeah, that guy is going to be your safety and very dynamic athlete.
And you need a safety.
Need him bad.
I mean, he'll play as a true freshman as a safety. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, I appreciate what a show. Jake, appreciate you hanging out with us. Thank you so much for coming on. Hopefully we have a winning week this week. And with how bad I feel about the picks, you'll probably go undefeated. So I love that. But no, fellas, if y'all don't have anything else, Michael, you want to close out the show for us?
Go Big Orange, everybody.
Let's get it.